Fruit with huge health benefits. Stay tuned. This episode of the Dollar Saving Divas podcast is brought to you by renttherunway.com.
You'll find more than 200,000 pieces and 400 designers in the Rent the Runway closet. For any event you might be attending, formal, cocktail, or festive, you can get 4 or 8 day designer rentals for a fraction of the price. Anything you want, one flat price.
And when you click the link on our Dollar Saving Divas Facebook page, you'll save even more and help keep this podcast free.
Look great and save money too at renttherunway.com.
Okay, this is going to be a tough one, Leslie, because I couldn't even get it out in the promo. We're going to talk today about fruit.
We're talking about fruit.
We're talking about fruit with health benefits and then also better, slimmer smoothies. So, first one I want to talk about is cantaloupe. I love fruit of all kinds, but I actually do love cantaloupe. Now, I don't like honeydew. I just like a honeydew less, but I don't like honeydew. I like cantaloupe because it's a good source of potassium. You know, I always thought bananas were the biggest source of potassium, but cantaloupe. So you need to get that because it reduces your acidic acid. And I'm really having a hard time today talking.
What does it do again?
Put it this way. Put it this way. Just eat cantaloupe. It helps with potassium. Okay, I'm ending right there. But
Okay.
let's go on to mangoes. Now
Let's talk about
mangoes.
Can you slice a mango? It's tricky.
Oh, I've never sliced a mango.
You've never sliced a mango?
No, I just drink.
So the pit is like, it goes the whole width of it.
Now-
So you slice on either side.
I have heard that there's actually, this is funny, you should say this, because in Florida, my husband looked up a YouTube on how to slice a mango. I, of course, just like them in martinis, a mango martini,
Sure.
and mango peach tea is also very good. But, okay, now, all right, I think the mango one is really for me anyway, because fine lines and wrinkles should be considered signs of your infinite wisdom. I must be awfully smart because I've got quite a few wrinkles.
We're so smart.
We're terribly smart. So if you don't want to embrace that, eat more mangoes. Believe it or not, that can really help because it provides us with a lot of vitamin C, which is essential for the production of collagen. Do you think it would work if you just like took mango stuff and
Just put it on
all
your-
over like a mask all over your face?
So I think we should try that.
Well, in this case, I need about
Let me know how that works.
Okay, yeah, I need about a bushel of mangoes to help me with all that because I need to have my skin supple and smooth, just like a smoothie. Oh yeah, we're going to be talking about that in a little bit.
So raspberries, they actually have a lot of fiber. Interesting.
know that.
I know. I didn't know that either. So by eating like a cup of raspberries, 64-calorie cup of raspberries gives you 8 grams of fiber, which is twice as much as a cup of. I'm having as
say
much
that.
trouble as you.
I know.
A cup of cooked oatmeal.
Well, but when we talk about some of these, some of them are really seasonal fruits, raspberries, blueberries are kind of seasonal.
But you can get frozen. I get frozen berries.
And like strawberries and things like that, you can get almost all year round because they import them from everywhere in the world.
Exactly. Yeah, but raspberries, you mix them in with a little Greek yogurt or a little ricotta cheese or something like that, and they're delicious.
Yummy.
And plums, I don't think you can get plums frozen. I think you have to get those fresh. But plums actually contain a lot of antioxidants. And antioxidants, as you know,
Is that like an antioxidant?
It's an I'm not even sure what that is.
I don't know either.
But an antioxidant will support your heart by lowering your blood pressure and cholesterol. So I like plums just plain. I don't actually put them in anything. You know,
I know.
eat them fresh.
I do
I
too.
mean, I guess you could put them in something or on something, but I just like eating them.
I do
and
too.
they're good for you.
Well, all of these, we're going to just go right into better, slimmer smoothies. So you can use any of those fruits in your smoothies too. But
Yeah.
you know what? People think that smoothies are, any kind of a smoothie is really healthy. Well, unless I make it myself and I really know what goes in it. I mean, I've looked at some of the nutritional and the calories in these. Holy mackerel, way too much sugar and like
you think you're getting something healthy and you're not. It's your whole
1,500,
day.
1,700 calories. That's a day. That's a day for us. That's actually 2 days for us sometimes. So, that's definitely not a meal replacement. That is a day replacement.
Yeah.
So you have to be really careful about, because sometimes they put, when you go out, they'll put the the sugary stuff in them, and extra pump of this and extra that.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily the actual fruit. A lot of times they're just using the extract or a juice or something else instead of when you make them at home, you're putting the fruit in.
Right.
So you're still getting the fiber benefits too. It's not all the fiber's not all strained out.
Well, I think we have like 3 or 4 kind of quickly little recipe kind of ones that we can make a little twist on them that I thought were delicious. So why don't you do the first one?
Well, the first one calls for frozen bananas, and I always keep, like, when the bananas start to go, a little bit soft, I throw them in the freezer. You cut them up into little pieces and throw them in the freezer, and then they're great to take out. You just keep them in a Ziploc for smoothies, and they make it like, it's almost like when you blend up a frozen banana, it's almost a ice creamy kind of texture.
I like to freeze bananas and then put them on a stick and dip them in
chocolate
and roll them in nuts like you get at the high state
that
fair.
That also works. But if you take, and I've never tried powdered peanut butter. I didn't know this was a thing.
I didn't even know it existed.
I know, but apparently it does. But if you take your frozen banana, some powdered peanut butter, some chocolate protein powder, throw some ice in a blender, and blend that all up, you have a delicious and really nutritious, low-calorie kind of smoothie.
That's awesome. And I think all of these
a little almond milk or some kind of non-dairy milk. It's all good.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Now, this is one I know. My daughter kind of makes a twist on this, but she makes a smoothie every single morning before she goes to work. And sometimes she even puts spinach in her smoothies, which is really
I've
healthy.
done that. Yeah, I've done that. You can sneak spinach in. Kale I can't do, but spinach you can sneak in.
No, we have tasted kale, and we now, so we can.
It's okay, but I still can't do it in a smoothie.
No, I can't either. But she likes to do strawberry kiwi, and then and you put in your favorite kind of light yogurt. And we usually do like banana strawberry or just plain strawberry, or you could just use vanilla yogurt. And they're only, those yogurts that are light and blended already are only like 80, 90 calories. And that's for the whole cup. And you usually don't even use that much. You could use maybe half a cup. And then when you mix that with some fresh strawberries like you were talking about that don't have any sugar, the kiwi, and some crushed ice, it's 160 calories, and that's very healthy and very low in calories.
Yeah, that's a good breakfast.
Well, I've got one that I had to do this because I knew you're going to probably make this because you are a coffee drinker.
I love my coffee in the morning.
This to me sounded, I don't even drink coffee, but this even sounded good to me. Vanilla Java. I'm going to ask my daughter to make this one, but it's instead of if you can't decide between coffee and a smoothie, here's something for both because it's got the caffeine that you want. But you blend together 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, 3 teaspoons of vanilla protein powder. I always keep protein powder around the house, which is about 100 calories. 1.5 teaspoons of instant coffee granules, because sometimes I use those in cooking and stuff like that too.
You certainly don't drink those.
No, you don't drink those.
That's not for drinking.
1/8 of a teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 natural, no calorie, like sweet and low sweetener packet, and then also crushed ice, about 8 ice cubes, and you blend that together, and it's only 84 calories.
Wow.
That
sounds delicious.
I think, and that would be like almost a dessert.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
And I suppose you could probably even put in, I guess you could, if you really wanted to make a dessert, you could probably replace it with a little vanilla ice cream.
It might change the calorie count.
Yeah, instead of 84,
but it would make it a lot better.
840 calories. But wouldn't that be good? That actually would be a good dessert.
It would be a good dessert.
And then you could kind of refreeze that and put something fancy over. Okay, we might have to try that.
If you added some cake or cookies and put.
Oh, how about all those Cheryl's cookies I've been buying?
Oh, there we go.
That would be delicious. Chocolate.
Right. We've lost all the health benefits from this.
So
all right.
We've just created a better,
now we have
not
a dessert.
slimmer smoothie.
Well, here's a combination that I had not thought of. It is cherry and coconut, and you use a coconut milk, but the coconut milk beverage. Don't make the mistake of buying
on the coconut and drink it all up.
I don't think that's the way the song goes.
Okay,
it's
I know
lime.
it's not, but we can make it that way.
So anyway, you get the coconut milk, not in the Asian food section in the can. You want the beverage that's with the almond milk and the soy milk. Two very different things.
Okay.
So get the beverage, coconut milk, unsweetened vanilla coconut milk, some frozen dark sweet cherries. You can add a little coconut extract if you want. If you need a little sweetener, like sweet and low or stevia or something, and some crushed ice. Throw that all in a blender. It's a very low-calorie, very delicious smoothie with cherries.
These are.
Doesn't that sound good? Coconut and cherries?
They all sound good. Well, I would like a better, slimmer smoothie, so let's go home and make one. This episode of the Dollar Saving Divas podcast is brought to you by RentTheRunway.com.
You'll find more than 200,000 pieces and 400 designers in the Rent the Runway closet. For any event you might be attending, formal, cocktail, or festive, you can get 4 or 8 day designer rentals for a fraction of the price. Anything you want, one flat price.
And when you click the link on our Dollar Saving Divas Facebook page, you'll save even more and help keep this podcast free.
Look great and save money too at renttherunway.com. Thanks for listening to the Dollar Saving Divas. If you have ideas for an upcoming episode, we'd love to hear from you. Just head to our Facebook page at facebook.com/DollarSavingDivasCBus and share your comments. Our podcast is available on iTunes, iHeartMedia, or your favorite podcast player. Thanks again for listening.
Circle270media.com.